So Brian and Gina.
Ready?
Okay, you tell me when, darling.
Go for it.
Hi, and welcome to the Real Witches of Orange County. We're here today at the Whittier Narrows Park for the Pagan Pride LA, and I'm here with Gina and Brian. You're the queen of this event, right?
I'm the president of Pagan Pride LA.
It must have taken you a long time to get this organized here.
Yeah, we set up for several months ahead of time, and we have a lot of volunteers that help us do stuff, and we just couldn't do it without them. So we appreciate all of the volunteers that help us throughout the Pagan community set this up.
So how do you access all of these volunteers? Is it through a community that you have?
Through Facebook, through the social networking sites, through meetup groups. They pass the word on. It's kind of like you tell someone, they tell someone, they tell 10 more. And so there's a nice network that goes around that gets the word out for us.
And how many years have you been personally doing this?
I've been working with them on the board for 5 years. I've been president for 3 years.
And were you raised by them, or is this something that you've just come into in the last 5-10 years?
About 10 years ago, I found a store in North Hollywood where people shared the same ideas that I did, and so that's where I could actually be a pagan and not have to hide it.
Well, we really appreciate what you're doing. The context of the fellowship and how creative. So we're really blessed. How about you, Brian? Are you a member of a community here in the city?
Well, I'm a member.
Wait, what?
That's all right.
I actually practice with a small circle that was based in West Los Angeles, where we just get together at people's houses, the circle leader's house every holiday, and have our rituals.
And so, how old are you?
I'm 38.
So you've been within the community for how long?
Oh, I've been a pagan for about 10 or 11 years, since 1998.
Oh, great. And so do you also live in this area?
I do. I live in the valley.
And so you must be a leader. You're like the second in command here with this beautiful Pagan Pride that we're...
I am the second in command. I'm in charge of a lot of the event operations, like getting the booth set up and everything else. I'm also the national president.
Well, we really appreciate this interview, and we want to thank you very much for being here. Thank you. It's a huge blessing for us.
We appreciate this and you getting the word out for us about what we do and why we're here and all that. Thank you.
Yeah, we do this so that pagans can come out and network with each other and celebrate the equinox and celebrate their pride. And that's why it's done. And it's also done for the public, to educate the public, but we welcome all the pagans to come out here, and we're blessed that they come.
And bring your friends in case they don't know what you're up to. Come here and say, this is what I do.
Especially non-pagan friends.
What's your website?
PaganPrideLA.org.
And that will be good for next year as well.
Yeah,
yes.
That's our permanent website.
And is it like right around Maybon that you host this, or is it just...
It's always this time of year, yeah. In September, usually this last weekend or the weekend before end of September.
Well, thank you very much.
And we're also on Facebook, Pagan Pride LAOC. Facebook. Pagan Pride LAOC.
And do you have like a meetup number too? A meetup group that you...
Not for Pagan Pride.
No, not for pagan.
We coordinate with the other meetup groups and they get the word out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Brian. We're going to go around and visit everybody else.
Okay, great. Thanks.
I'm shaking. Sorry, camera. I can't blame it on the cats this time. Here we are at the Star and Stone Druid Fellowship, and coming on inside this gorgeous tent, we have our two spokespeople. Would you like to say something about this beautiful fellowship that you have?
Yes, this is the Star and Stone Druid Fellowship, a seed group within the Order of Bards, Ovids and Druids. We are situated here in Los Angeles County. Our members are spread quite wide, and we are all following the path of Druidry as we understand it.
Great. And so how, I know you mentioned you're an anthropologist, is that right?
Yes.
And how has Druidry shifted your life experience?
Druidry allowed me to integrate a lot of the experience I had had since I was a little girl, and didn't really fit in a paradigm of the Abrahamic traditions. So I was actually teaching a course in primitive religions and doing some research on modern pagan traditions, found Obad, and it was wonderful, so I've been with it ever since.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I would like to get a beautiful, this is a beautiful cloak, handmade. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is our, she's our lady. What's your title? Get your beautiful name.
Yeah, we don't really do titles in Obad Druidry.
Mm-hmm.
And even though there are various grades, we tend to be pretty equal, really. We don't exalt any one person above another.
Beautiful. That is a beautiful teaching. Anybody else like to say anything else before we...
But you were interested in the three magics.
Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the three grades of Druidry that are representative of the three magics. The magic of making is the magic of the bard. The way in which a song or a story or a poem can lift or cause despair, can bring joy or happiness. That's the magic of the bard. Then there's the magic of the quest, the grade of Ovid. In the magic of the quest, you seek out the spirits of things, spirits of trees and animals, of stone and of water. And we seek out the spirits behind these things. This is the magic of the quest. And the spirits of ancestors, I should mention also. Then there is the magic of shaping, and that is the magic of the Druid, where the ideas and the imagination and the desires of the human heart can be manifested in the apparent world. And this is the magic of shaping, the magic of the Druid.
Beautiful and well said, brother. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have coffee. Yes, I do.
So now I've come across one of my favorites at the festivals, and it's called witch hats. And how do you spell that?
WHICH
Because
HATS.
because you said what? Witch hats.
With a question mark, and it's
The pointy ones.
the funny one.
The pointy ones.
The pointy.
And you are the artist
Yes,
here.
I am. I'm Cherie.
Cherie, nice
And
to
these are
meet
handmade.
you.
They're all handmade. Most of them are trimmed with vintage trimmings, so they're one of a kind. And each one's done with an incredible amount of love, which gives them a lot of power. I mean, they're powerful hats.
Yes, they
If you
are.
ever put one on your head, you'll find out.
And do you sell these on the web?
We did it for a while and may again, but right now we have an email and we sell them individually because they're so few and far between being handmade.
Yeah, everything is different.
They're very unique. So,
Witch hats.
there you
So
go.
what's your, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, where would they get in touch with you? Through your
Email
email?
address is
Hat Couture, HATCOUTURE @hotmail.com.
Oh, what's your favorite one today? What do you have here that's your
My
favorite?
favorite hat. Oh my gosh. You know, do I have to pick? It's hard to pick a favorite.
It's hard to pick
It
a
is.
favorite.
You know what? I like that one, Reese, with the crow's feet. Crow's feet of the week. Oh yeah, that's one all the time. Time flies.
Time flies. How cute! Oh, they're beautiful.
And you can see they're 3 layers. There's an interfacing in between. They're all hand blocked, hand cut, and trimmed by the artist. And most of the trimmings on here are vintage that we collect from estate sales.
Oh.
Such as this piece here.
How gorgeous. And I just have to say, I have come across this gorgeous couple several times, and each time the beauty and the transparency and the purity of their hearts has struck me. They're such wonderful, humble people, and it's wonderful to see them at these festivals. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me put you on. At the Daughters of Avalon with these 4 wonderful sisters here who form a grove in the Inland Empire. And Marcia, is there anything that you want to say about your Fellowship of Sisters?
It's very nourishing and also very empowering for women to actually circle together and celebrate who we are as individuals and how we relate to the earth and to society in general. So, and it's working. We do workings for peace and workings why we've been doing Dr. Emoto's prayer lately too for healing the waters of the world and stuff. So we do that along with our own personal. So what we want in life. You know?
And where do you usually meet at it? In your homes?
Yeah, in different homes. In my home, Sandy's home sometime. And like I say, it's just like I say, with all the other earth affirming provisions, we affirm the earth and we also affirm it through our own bodies as women.
That's beautiful. And Sandy, how long have you been meeting together as a grove?
We've been less than a year right now as far as the grove goes, but we also had a coven before that's been for years.
Oh, how lovely!
Daughters of Avalon incorporated, was it about 5 or 7 years ago? Hi, Janet, how are you? And we are also affiliated with the Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans at the Montclair Church. And we do some of our rituals there. Some of our members are members also of the UU. And today we have all women made things. This is Leslie and Shara.
Hi, Leslie. Shara. Thank you for being on The Real Witches of Orange County.
Of course.
So we're making them right here as we speak.
Yep.
These are some beautiful...
In process.
Yeah. These are... I'm sorry, what did you call them, Shara?
Pentagrams.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
and
pentagrams, wands, rune sets, jewelry,
And
bags
these
full
are
of goodies.
homemade soy candles, tea lights. They're the directions. Green for the north, yellow for the west, red for the south, blue for the west, and then there's a clear one for spirit, or little gift packages.
beautiful.
And they can be refilled with any tea light. So we have fun. We socialize together, and we also pray together. And we do work for peace and for women and their children all over the world.
Would you say that that is the profoundly most important thing that you do together, is come together as women of prayer?
I think that's one of the profound things we do. We also are a teaching grove, so we keep our history, as it were, of women's history throughout the world, and so we can teach our children and our children's children what it means to be women, to honor our mother line. It doesn't mean we denigrate men, because Goddess births both men and women. But it means that we celebrate ourselves and honor ourselves as women, as our sisters, our mothers, and our daughters and grandmothers.
Wonderfully said, and it's so generous that you are a teaching circle, because there are so many circles that are closed, and for good reason, but there is a real need for teaching circles at this time.
We are inclusive as opposed to exclusive. We are goddess focused, which means we believe in a feminine deity, and we believe that since women create, and the feminine divine is creative force, that she's a primary force, creative force in the universe, birthing, as you would look at your yin-yang, men and women within her womb together.
Good word. How does somebody get in touch with you if they live in the Inland Empire and would like to contact you?
We're going to have a website pretty soon. Look for the Daughters of Avalon.
The Daughters of Avalon
Probably.com. And you can also contact the Goddess Temple of Orange County. They have our information as well.
Great. Well, thank you very much, sisters. We really appreciate your generosity here. We are at this beautiful booth called The Goddess Living. There's our hostess, Tora, and all of her formulations. So, Tora, what is it actually that you do? I noticed that there's some the word attunement here. What does that mean to you?
Attunement is aligning your energy and attuning your energy to be in complete harmony with the energies and frequencies of whatever it is that you're attuning to. And what I have is a goddess attunement, so attuning to different goddesses, self-attunement for attuning to various.
And we're laughing because one of the Melissa has come just to show you. They love the goddess, the servants of the goddess, the bees.
So I have self-attunement, which is like the one I have now is serenity, so different qualities to be your full potential. And then I have practitioners and magic workers, and the one that I have now is Oracle, which is opening up your higher consciousness to receive messages for doing divination work.
Wow, and these are all, you have all of these, put these together yourself. As
Yes.
a priestess, are you in particular devotion to a single goddess or many?
No, I'm priestess of the goddess.
The goddess. And do you have a website?
Yes, I do. It's www.thegoddessliving.com.
Great.
And these are all energetically attuned. I put them in a 7-pointed star with crystals on each point to hold the space. And then each product has their own set of 7 crystals that go around it. And then I fuse the energy of the crystals into the product as well. And then as a final step, I have a set of 7 crystal singing bowls, so I put a singing bowl on each corner, each point of this 7-pointed star, and create a sound grid over the products, all with the intention of helping people to connect with the energies of like Isis or Lakshmi for prosperity and abundance, or having more serenity, or Oracle for opening up to the higher realms.
This is particularly profound because you, as a priestess, are not just in your garage filling up bottles with different essential oils. You have actually gone, because crystal singing bowls are a pretty penny. You have actually gone to, and the crystals, gone to great effort to create a vibrational frequency in your home where you do this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I create not only essential oils, I do the essential oil blend, which is earth. Then I do the incense, which I use the same herbs that are in the essential oil, in the incense, in the tea, and in the candles. So the incense is fire, and it's loose, but you do not need charcoal. It's got a wonderful natural combustible component to it. And then I have the teas, which is water, which are mixed with the herbs with either green, white, or black tea. And then I have the candles, which are fire. And I use a little bit of the essential oil on the wick and some of the herbs from the incense along the wick of the candle. And they're hand-rolled beeswax candles, also pulling in the colors that go with the energies.
Beautiful.
And so they all work together. So they're designed to, as part of ritual, of using it in your ritual to really connect with the goddess, to really connect with that energy.
This is delicious. Sisters, this lady is the real deal. This is born from experience, I can tell, not just from a book. Thank you very much. I appreciate your generosity. thing about Pagan Pride is, you know, it's still, you know, don't have too many people that show up here. You'd think even in LA there'd be more, but it's just this little area here. Not very many people participating, but the vendors are here, and that in itself is a service. So I think we're going to go and get some lunch. So hi, thank you for being interviewed for the Real Witches of Orange County.
My pleasure.
Introduce yourselves.
I'm Matthew James. I'm on the council for the Order of Shadows.
And I'm Bobby James. I'm here representing the Crooked Crone Marketplace.
Excellent. And here you are at Pagan Pride LA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We finally made enough money to get our own booth.
Yay! And so you have a lot of friends with you here. I'm not going to spin around because not everybody likes to be on YouTube, but if anybody wants to be on and show up behind your fearless leaders here.
At least say hello, everyone.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi. She is like the mama. I could tell she's the mama of this group here.
Definitely.
So do you get together for rituals, or you've got marketplace items? Do you go to?
This is our first pagan day, but we have I do jewelry and little pocket-sized deities, and my partner in crime over there, she does handmade soap.
How lovely! And do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It's crookedcronemarketplace.yolasite.com.
Will you spell Yolasite?
Yes, it's YOLASITE.
Excellent. And so are you, it says, let us entertain you here.
Well, those are the various activities we were offering.
And what is it that you're doing here today?
Just trying to get the word out for the Order of Shadows and let people know that, you know, we don't just incorporate one belief system, but we try to encourage people from different belief systems to come together and not only learn from us, but share what they know, and which makes us all better people.
This is beautiful. Are you like on Meetup? Do you have a Meetup page?
No, we do not have a Meetup. Not currently.
And you know what I really like is you have a lot of man witches here.
Oh, yes.
In fact, we have more men than anything else.
Wow.
Actually, this is a couple right now. They have to go home.
This is really wonderful. It shows a real balance. So do you meet together as a closed coven, grove, or is it...
It's pretty much, we get together once a month, sometimes more if we have different things we need to discuss, but we don't just stick to like one type of ritual. Like if one person with beliefs has a certain ritual they want to do, then we all get together and do it, say it be a Wiccan or a Druid or Kemetic, doesn't matter, or even Semitic, depends on, you know, what we all get together and decide to do that time.
Well, do you have any children that come to your...
We have two.
Kaya,
she's 4.
Wow.
So everybody's involved.
Everybody's involved.
Great. Oh,
gotta teach them young.
Yeah, you guys are a beautiful community. The energy that you have is wonderful. So are we going to be seeing you at any other things?
We're going to try.
Great. Anything else you'd like to say?
We're auctioning off people today.
You're what? What?
We're auctioning off human beings today for our fundraising.
What a great idea!
Would you like to buy a person?
I can act like a chicken.
Everybody's welcome in the Order of Shadows, no matter what you believe. If you other groups are more than welcome to come and get involved.
Yes.
Everybody.
Are you out of LA?
We have a chapter in LA. We have a high desert chapter. We have members in Texas, Florida, Alabama, Washington State, Connecticut, and Arizona.
And is there a website associated with that?
Where's Jen? Jen knows the website. Jen knows the website. Tell them the website.
Okay. The website is www.theorderofshadows.webs.com, and there's a hyphen in between the Order of Shadows.
Wonderful.
You can also find us on Yahoo groups under the Order of Shadows.
All right. Well, you guys are very generous. Thank you so much.
Thank
and you will see yourself on The Real Witches of Orange County on YouTube in about 2 days.
Fantastic.
You know, just the usual stuff. So far I like this. Okay, we're almost ready to leave, but I am so excited because you may remember some of this beautiful handmade art from my own altar, and it's incredibly, the price on this is just so wonderful. And anyway, I just want to introduce you to this sister. What's your name?
My name is Diane Devon.
And we all just love your artwork.
Well, thank you.
And
Appreciate that.
your energy is so beautiful too. So you told me that you have a website, just in case somebody wants to contact you.
I do. I have two websites, and it's www.debaunfineceramics, which is DEBAUNFINE, and then this ceramics with the S.com. And then I also have two Etsy stores.
Oh,
and
great!
With the Etsy stores, whatever you see on the Etsy store, it's ready to ship, and I can get it in a couple of days to people. With the Devon Fine Ceramics, sometimes it's on order. It takes 2 weeks.
Because you make everything handmade.
Yes, I do. And the Etsy store, you can link from one to the other, so you will go to, let's see if I remember it. I have to put on my fancy glasses.
Yeah, because we're getting a little older. We can't see without these things.
Okay. It's Devon Fines. It's www.devonfineceramics.etsy.com, and I think you can locate me through there, or just put in Diane Devon. You should be able to find my stuff. And there's a bunch of beautiful stuff on Etsy. All handmade.
There is. There's a lot of our viewers who have Etsy stores.
Oh yeah.
But I just wanted to tell everybody this lady is a gem. She's a real gem.
Well,
so
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
And I love the two plates that I have so much that I use them all the time on my altar. So thank you.
Good. Thank you. And stay cool.
Yeah.